Welcome to our tutorial about how staff use the Parents Evening Booking system. First of all, you'll be given a website link to go to, so it's a web page like this that will pop up afterwards, and you'll be provided with a username and password by the school. So you'll pop those in and press login. Once you log in, you'll notice there are 3 tabs at the top of the page. These take you to the 3 various pages in the sort of main sections. This first one, Manage Your Appointments, just lets a staff member type in their surname to see their schedule. So if my name is Mrs. Ross, for example, I would type in Ross. There might be several events to choose from. I'm going to just choose the right one and press search. When I do that, I'll be shown a page which has my bookings here. So you can see these are the bookings I've got so far. It shows me which parent is booked, as well as which student. It shows me perhaps some contact details. It will tell me if the parent has left any comments. If they have, these are hidden. You've got to click on Click to View to read the comment. And the reason for that is just so that parents don't see another parent's comment if you've got this on an iPad or something in front of them. I can also use this to take my own private notes. If I wanted to talk about behaviour with this parent, I can press Add, and then again that's going to be hidden, but later I'll show you where parents' comments are shown when the teacher prints off, and also where teacher notes are shown when the teacher prints off their schedule. Lastly, you might be asked to take an attendance, in which case you can just tick here during or after the event. There's no save button or anything, you just do that and it'll let the staff know that you had those people attend, and when the colleagues at the school run reports that show who did and who didn't attend, that's how that's controlled. Just back to the top of the page, there's a print button up here. If I click on this, this will let me see my a print off or a print preview, which I can then click on to print, of the bookings that have been made. So here's the bookings again. Here's my school comment, behaviour, and in this case for Mr. Cooper, I've got the parent comments. They're always shown here, and you would just press print to print this. I'm just going to go back a step, and then also on this page, it might be the school don't give you this power, this privilege, but if they have done, they might let you extend the start time and the end time of your schedule. So it might be that you want to start at 5:30, for example. You would just choose that and press extend, and more appointments would appear. Or you might be allowed to block out some times. So if I wanted to block out from say 7:30 until 8 o'clock, you would choose to block out from 7:30 until 8 o'clock. Make sure you choose block, press submit, the page will refresh, and at the bottom those times will be blocked out. Okay. The one other thing to mention is that if there are more than one day, you'll have to just scroll down to see day 2. So that's managing your appointments. Now the next couple of tabs, if you go to manage bookings next, this will let you make bookings on behalf of parents. So you can click on this year 12 and 13 parents evening to go make bookings for that parents evening. Or you can click on request to parents, which will let you send a message to the parent, which will be both emailed out and pop up when the parent logs in. So we'll quickly look at making bookings first. You'll notice when you click on the event, the 5 blue buttons at the top here let you do sort of important tasks like cancelling bookings that you've selected. You can also email and print out parent confirmations if they've been forgotten or lost, or cancel all of a parent's appointments if a parent just can't come anymore. To make a booking, you would scroll down and you would click on the teacher. So if we wanted to make a booking for a teacher in humanities, we would click on Miss Neil or Mr. Taylor. If we wanted to make a booking for Mrs. Ross, who's an accounts teacher, you would click on business subjects, Mrs. Ross. And what's shown then is the bookings they've got. These red times here without a person just means this appointment has been blocked out. And these here that have been booked show who's booked. To make a booking, you would click on a time. It then asks me which class the student's in, so this will be relevant to the parents' evening. It might be the register classes for a year 12 event. In this case it's year 12 and year 13 that I'm showing. If I click on 13, I'm then shown a list of the students in that class. So if I click on, for example, Tina, it'll then show me the parents. If I click on a student that's got 2 parents, I'll be shown 2 parents. If I click on Summer Jews, for example, you'll be shown 2 parents here. So we've got Mrs. and Mr. And that's just to let you build different schedules for the parents if they need to come separately. So if mum and dad are separated, you could just make a schedule just for mum, for example. And again, you can enter a comment here like, the parent wants to talk about the child's behaviour. And when you press finish, the booking gets made and it appears there. If you ever need to delete a booking, you can just tick the bookings you want to delete and then click on cancel appointment selected below. It will give you the option to tell the parent why you're deleting it. So teacher not available. And when you press cancel, it will confirm that that's been cancelled by refreshing the page. When you go back to the teacher, you'll see the bookings have now disappeared. Okay, as well as being able to make bookings, you can also send a message to the parent to pick up before they book. So you click on request a parent and go through a similar process where you would click on the class or maybe the class code. So if it was my class and I was a teacher, I might click on a specific German class. The pupils in that class are then shown. So if I picked a class with more students, let's say we clicked on Tara, it would then show me the parent options. So it might be Mr. and Mrs. In this case, it's just Mrs. And then all the pupils are shown. So Mr. Taylor, for example, is the only teacher that teaches this student. But if I choose a different student, for example, if I go to year 12, click on Tasha, I get 2 parents. If I clicked on Alan Smith, and then you'll see all the teachers that teach that particular student here. So if I was a math teacher, Mr. James Watling, I might ask them to make me a priority. And of course, when I click on Send All Messages, it will tell me up here that message has been sent successfully. The parent will be sent an email now to tell them that I want to make them a priority. And also, when they log in, they'll be shown again to make me a priority. The last tab to show you is our Reports tab. This just lets you see, in the summer term and in the Year 12-13 Parents' Evening, statistic about our event. So the percentage of students have booked so far, percentage of students' parents who've booked so far, the number of bookings we've taken so far, and then down here I can run reports that give me that information in tables. So if I wanted to know a list of the parents who've not booked yet, I would click on this top report. I can sort it in one of a number of ways. When I press submit, it will run a table that shows me who has not booked at this moment in time. You can print these, email these, and download them to Excel. Just going back a step, you can also see who has booked, a list of all the bookings, and this one here is useful, a list of teachers and appointments. If you click on submit here, you can look at teacher schedules to see who is booked with each teacher. But at the top of the page are 5 blue buttons or 6 blue buttons that let you do important tasks like printing off all the teacher schedules, printing off signs for doors, printing off parent schedules, or sending an email reminder to all the parents about the bookings and to tell them when the event is. Hope this helps.